Yo, what is up, my Shadow Army? So it is I, Shadow Critias, back again with another Bleach review video. So yesterday I just got done reading the second volume of Can't Fear Your Own World, and this is volume 2, like I said before, and this will contain spoilers for the light novel. If you don't want to be spoiled, go read them now. So basically, start off from the story for volume 2. We got Tokunade's origin, where when he was a kid, he asked his father about, the Soul King, like it was, and then he asked his father about what was it like before the Soul King was even existed. His father didn't like that question, just scolded him for that, and when he got older, he went to the hidden library, that the information that the family name have kept secret. So Tokunade learns the truth of the Soul King, that later on that he sees everyone as the villain and sees the dark side of the Soul Society, of their sins that they committed. And it's like I said before in the last review, that Tokunade only seeks, want to see the world burn. He's evil, forsaking evil, want to see the whole world burn to the ground. Again, similar to the Dark Knight reference. And we actually do get an interview with Hisuke interview with Unohara about, certain things here and there, and then we learn more about the Fullbringers, and for those people who wonder what is Odahime's power is, and they basically gave us a confirmed answer that Orihime is also a Fullbringer like Chad and the others. Because it wouldn't make sense, because if you watch the Fullbringer arc or the Lost Asia arc where Chad joins the execution along with Ichigo, so that actually shows that Chad is a Fullbringer, so that could consider Orihime as the Fullbringer. And then we actually get the whole fight scene between the Fullbringers, Ginjo, Tsukushima, and the Eye Patch guy, and against the two member of the Quincy, Catnip, and Many. How was that her name? So then later on, we get to see Tsukushima's ability, where he can summon a tree, like a barrier or some sort. So we get that, and we also get to see a lot of fight scenes here and there, like Grimja versus Loopy, the first Espada number 6 and the former number 6. And there are some conflicts between both sides, the Fullbringer, the Quincy's, the Hollows, or question could the Soul Society keep their end of the bargain to have peace on both sides. And I'm not gonna butcher Hikone's Zanpato, a hollow Zanpato. I'm just gonna call it Inko, like I-K-O, Iko. So I'm gonna just call it that, because I'm not gonna butcher the whole full name, because you gotta give people credit for someone who actually able to say it, actually. And then we get to see another fight before Loopy, Grimjo versus Ginjo and Tsukushima. And none of that, we get to learn more about Kuraku's history with Tokunade, and Tokunade is actually a good friend to Ukita, and so there's that, because Ukita is actually believe a second chance and all that. And we actually get to see in the battle between Ora against Hisuke and Uehara. So we learn what her ability is for Aura. She basically manipulate any madam. So basically, manipulate anything like liquid or anything like that. So basically, she can manipulate fire, lava, water, wind, smoke. Basically, turn her blood into a smoke, and also she can manipulate blood. So basically, she can manipulate any physical matter effect or something like that. So yeah, she's the basically powerful Fullbringer. And then later on, we learn of what Tokunade's goal, that he basically want to show the world of living what heaven truly is, and it's not what people expect it to be when they learn from the Bible, from all that. So basically change their belief that yeah, what you learned and what you believed in was a lie. And so basically trying to make a fake royal palace to show like, yeah, this is not what you expected. And it's actually stated by Urahara, said that Aura is in the same level of Aizen's Kido and Hakido level. So basically, Aura is in Aizen's level when it comes to Kido or Hakido. So basically, she's that strong next to Aizen. Not the Zanpakuto, but when it comes to Kido and Hakido abilities. So there's that. And the reason why Aura is that Urahara's candy shot that she wants him to create a new Hogyoku to make Akino as a god instead of a king. So there's that. And we also learn that Tokunai just called out Yoriichi for not having a Zanpakuto, which Yoriichi has a Zanpakuto. She's just not want to use it. She thinks there's no need for it, so she's better off with a hand-to-hand combat, which some people will call it a cop-out because she keeps losing in a battle when it uses her hand-to-hand combat. But if she's not okay with a hand-to-hand, if she's not okay with a Zanpakuto and she still has it, then yeah, that's fine. Plus, she actually stated that she does train with her Zanpakuto, so we don't see it, but she mentioned of it. And we actually do get to see Aura's origins. Her mother was attacked by a hollow, and her father is a Fullbringer. He took out the hollow, but the mother was barely injured, got scratched badly, and when she gave birth to their child, she died after giving birth, and the father decided to put Aura in an isolation and have nothing to do with the outside, have her live in the basement, and let her starve to death or something like that. And the only thing she have learned is to read and write and learn how to survive and able to eat in the basement. Until later on, his father was gone to meet up the former substitute Soul Reaper Genjo, but never returned because he was killed by Tokunara. And later on, she was freed, find a way to get out of the basement, barely alive for starvation. Then later on, she's been taken to her grandparents' family. Yeah, her grandparents from her mother's side of the family. And then she does come across with Tokunara, and he actually told her that he was the one that he killed her father, but Aura doesn't care less because she doesn't have any attachment or anything like that. So yeah, there's that. And another thing that I want to bring out, the people who are Fullbringers, they're still humans, but they have the abilities of a Fullbringer because they have of each of body parts of the Soul King. So basically, Genjo, Chad, Orihime, and the other Fullbringers have the piece parts of the Soul King's body parts. And Rengiku has one of them until it was taken away by Aizen, and she has, I'm not making this up, she has a nail of a Soul King in her. So yeah, which is kind of gross. So we do get the fight, like I said before, Urahara and Hisuke versus Aura and all that, along with Ikone and his Zanpakuto against basically almost the entire race. The Fullbringers, the Ronkar, the Soul Reapers, and the Quincy's. And also, there's something that I'm glad they brought this up that people never question. Hikone has Grammy's brain. So basically, when he was created, Tokunare gave Hikone's a Quincy brain that belongs to a Quincy that was defeated by Kenpachi during the 1,000-Year Blood War. And Lee, whatever her name is, she wanna ape shit Hikone because of it. And then we get the fight of Tokunada versus Yoriichi and Soy Phone, which he's been trying to get Yoriichi to be his beloved wife. Like, seriously, he's trying, but like, yeah, Yoriichi's not buying it. And after the enemies have retreated, they retreated to the Valley of Screams from the movie of Memories of Nobody that we know from the movie. So basically, the first movie is canon because, well, they mentioned in the manga, now they mentioned in the light novel, so now they consider this as a canon. And then later on, we see how much Hisage has fully respect to his former captain Tosen of his wisdom and all that. And we do get to see how Haribao and Nell actually respect Kuaku herself. And there's that. And later on, both sides decided to head down to the Valley of Scream to deal with Tokunada because they need to end this now and they want to know what his plan is, which I already know because putting the pieces together of Tokunada's goal is basically like he's wanting to create a fake royal palace to take it to the world of living to basically prove that, yeah, the heaven existed. It's not what you expected. Hell, there are some Christian people who actually did die, got into the Soul Society, and they think this isn't heaven. This is just the place full of demons and devils or whatever. So, yeah, so they believe that they're not in heaven. They think they're in hell, which, no, you're in heaven. This is the Soul Society where souls could be at rest, but, yeah, so that's not what you believed in, huh? So there's that. And so basically, like I said before, each race head down to the Valley of Scream to deal with Tokunada. Soul Reapers, Quincy, Fullbringers, and the Ronkar working together side by side. That is something that is quite interesting and something we have seen quite before in the 1,000 Year Blood War arc. And of course, the ending of Volume 2, that before we got the animated 1,000 Year Blood War arc, before we actually got to see it animated, we get to see it Shinji's Bankai at the end. So, yeah, but apparently we already got that in animated now, so that will be no surprise to anybody who have never read the light novel. So, there's that. So basically, you get to see his Bankai in the light novel before they were animated, before in the manga. Because, no, it never happened in the manga, but they actually did an animation for the animated series of the 1,000 Year Blood War as a whole. So that's basically where Volume 2 ends, where we get to see his Bankai from Volume 2. So there's that. If I would say, some people say that Volume 2 was like fanfic, but I don't see that, honestly. What else? Something I like. I started like Aura. I actually love her character more. Like, she's interesting character and she has no sympathy. But I think she started to grow a bit of sympathy for Hikone. Yeah. No, Hikone? Yeah. Yeah, Hikone Ubiginu. Yeah, she started to have a bit feelings and attachment to the kid. Because you can see the tone of her voice, like how she said it. She started to grow attachment to the kid. So you actually could tell by that. So, yeah, that's basically it for Volume 2. So the last thing is going to be Volume 3, which will be coming very soon on, if I had to guess, this Tuesday. So, yeah, so be on the lookout for Volume 3 of my review on that as well. And of course, my review, We Do Not Always Love You, so that's going to come very, very soon as well. So basically, I'm doing a review in order from the light novels as a whole. So there's that. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channels, my social media, my Discord server, all that be down below in the description box. You guys know the drill. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Before Critias, and I'll see you guys later.